Hello and welcome to another episode of Goa 365's Face to Face. Now today with me is Father Bolmax Pereira, a good friend of mine, a good friend of my uncle's who is no longer with us, and a priest but also a social activist who is not scared of talking his mind. He is interested in Goa, he is interested in freedom of speech, he is interested in democracy, a lot of things he is interested in. He is an intellectual who has his roots very firmly on the ground. Father, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Glenn.
Father, before I start off, now we have, last time when you came we spoke about a lot of things, including we had spoken about, now he's the MP, about Viriato and all that. But now a lot of issues which were there at that time but not so blatant are taking center space. Very good, thank God. Like you talk about sale of property by Goans only to people who are not from here, be it from Delhi or be it Hyderabad, Telangana, Bombay, wherever. People getting defrauded by very shrewd businessmen with a little bit of money. People doing business in Goa so well, lot of real estate coming into Goa, and then you find so many projects. Right now in the spotlight are Reshma Gush, Sankwal led a project. Lots of places, like people have bought land, they are building villas, people are coming to stay. Hill cutting has become an issue. So all these issues, what do you feel? What is the the whole issue according to you? Because you are a man on the ground. Besides being a professor of botany, also nature, Father.
I'll begin with the nature. Ata nature म्हणटा तेन्ना, see, we have such a beautiful nature that is given to us as a free gift by God. आतां देवान दिल्लें आमकां इतलें आहा तें आमी सांबाळपाक जाय. From which is our identity. आमची गोवन आयडेंटिटी आमच्या नेचरान आहा, आमच्या गोंयचो नेचर जो आहा तो. And I always like to say, from hills to the ocean, it is like आमकां एक आपणाच्या गोपान दवरलेल्या भाशेन, द वेस्टर्न घाट्स आमकां हे भाशेन दवरून आहा. आनीक you will find it nowhere else, this type of a setting, this type of a beauty. Land आहा तितून जरी तर आमची आयडेंटिटी आहा जाल्यार if we want to take care of our identity, then we have to take care of our land. If we are not taking care of our land, then we have not taken care of our identity, as simple as that. So today, आयज आमी जे सुवातेर पावलेले आहा थिंगा, what I see is that we Goans are very fast losing our Goan identity. दुसऱ्यांक बोटान दाखयत जाल्यार जावचें ना. Of course, there is a lot of influx, भायले म्हणटा ते जायते भितर येयल्ले आहा, but भायले जेन्ना भितर येयले तेन्ना आमी भितरल्यांनी कितें केलां? Okay, especially as far as our land is concerned, we have lost our identity and we are losing that remaining one if we don't stop it now. So, असल्या संदर्भान म्हाका दिसता जे आतां लँड कन्वर्शन आनी लँड कन्वर्शन करपाक जे अमेंडमेंट्स येयल्ले आहा इन TCP Act, take 17 to 39A, which are blatantly used, and the report says that last 15 months, not last 15 years, last 15 months, जो बदल घडलेलो हाजी कन्वर्शन्स केल्ली आहा, that is using this 17.2 and 39A, are much more than what has happened from liberation till now, and that is very alarming. So आमची आयडेंटिटी अजून पासून आमी एक नो that fight that was going on, maybe the activist or गोंयकार म्हणजे civil society मुखार सरली, all those who have come forward to save the land or save the identity are fighting different projects. 3 linear projects आचेर आमी मातशे चड हें जाल्ले तेन्नासान from 3 linear projects, and from that time onwards that trend of losing our identity because of wrong policies and the rules and regulations that have been amended for some selfish purposes or controlled by somebody else from somewhere, it is very obvious. सारकें बरे भशेन दिसती पडटा that this is happening right in front of our eyes. So in this, आता hill cutting, land conversion, all this is being related to the real estate. So the question that I ask myself, आता एक तेंपार जरी तर आमची इकॉनॉमी ऑफ गोवा, what is the base of our economy म्हणटा तेन्ना ओके आमचे पयलीं एग्रीकल्चर आसलेलें, मायनींग आसलेलें, ट्युरिजम आसलेलें, बट टुडे real estate looks to be taking that prime position, and agriculture म्हणटा तेन्ना जायते जाणांक फायदो आसलो, मायनींग म्हणटा तेन्ना जायते जाणांक फायदो आसलेलो, इवन ट्युरिजम जायते जाणांक फायदो आहा, अजून पासून आहा, बट रियल एस्टेट फायदो भोव थोड्यांचो आनी लुकसाण चड जाणांचे. वेर तें लुकसाण बेश्टें बारीक न्हू, विथ रियल एस्टेट आय फील दॅट लॉस ऑफ आवर आयडेंटिटी इज गोईंग टू दॅट पीक.
Father, I agree with you. Why? It is a logic, na. Ata, for example, a small village like say Sankwal, Shikali. How many people are there? 4,000, 3,000, 4,000. I'm not talking about the constituency, the village. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people. एक project येलो, say 100, 200 आणि हे project व्हडले 200, 300 फ्लॅटाचे, एक दोन फ्लॅटाचे न्ही. नाल्यार विला येले 200 फ्लॅट जाल्यार if two people, 400, 500 people. Plus kids. So the identity will obviously change, no?
Exactly.
And it is big money.
Yes.
And see, I would not have had so much of a problem if all these people, builders, big builders, are Goans. But most of these people are not from here. So what? So how? Why is it? Suppose if these people feel they can come to Goa and make money, sorry, March and divert kota. They can. Why can't we Goans make money here? In business, instead of going to England and I don't know, so many places wherever we go.
Simple thing, because we don't want to make. आमकां आयतें कोणें दिल्लें जाय, दॅट फुकट मेळटा थिंगा आमकां सगल्यांक जाय तसलें अशें वातावरण जें आतां क्रिएट जाल्लें आहा, वीच वॉज अर्लियर सीन वेरी लेस, पूण पोस्ट कोवीड इट हॅज बीन सीन ब्लास्ट जाल्लें आहा आख्खें, वेर we have opportunities, but we are not taking opportunities because we see something big, or at least we think that somewhere else there is something bigger than what we have.
Grass is greener on the other side.
Of course, ते भाशेन जालें, पूण आतां as far as builders, हांव तुका कडेन मातसो इल्लो डिसएग्री जातलो.
Okay.
When it comes to real estate and builders, whether that builder or real estate is outsider or insider, म्हाका फरक पडना.
Okay.
म्हाका फरक पडटा तो हें that the builder or the real estate developer is not following the rules and not respecting the nature of that place. म्हणजे आतां आमची गोंयची जी आहा आयडेंटिटी आनी गोंयचें आमचें वातावरण आहा, आमची टॉपोलॉजी आहा, टॉपोग्राफी हें सगलें आहा, प्लस इतिहास आहा, हें सगलें मतीन दवरून, आनी मोर देन दॅट when it is real estate, they will know this word called as carrying capacity.
Correct.
आता everywhere you go and see, आता सगळे कडेन आहा ते carrying capacity म्हणटा ते म्हाका दिसता they are not even thinking about it, nor they are calculating it. Measure केल्लेंच ना अशें दिसता, the way the buildings and constructions and residential buildings that are coming up. आता I am in Chikali Vair, that is Alto Daboli, that is a plateau. Once upon a time, to airport roita जाल्यार that was a clean thing. कांयच दिसती पडनासलें. पूण आयज जर तूं फ्रॉम कोर्ताली टू एअरपोर्ट क्रॉस जाता, इल्लोय जागो उरलेलो ना. सगळीं आख्खी बिल्डिंग्स, आनी ती बिल्डिंग्स म्हणटा तेन्ना इट इज नॉट जस्ट बाय द सायड ऑफ द रोड, इट इज डिपर इनसायड. स्पेशली इफ यू कम टू दाबोली म्हणल्यार जुवारी नगर, MES college आहा थिंगा. You go beyond that MES college and see the mess that has been done. Mess in the sense, okay, how it is projected is that you own a little land in Goa, and if you have a home in Goa, that's something great. Yes, it is something great. I feel great that I have my home in Goa. Pun जो advertisement जो चल्लेलो आहा, तितून the way this land that has been shown, ते आख्खे सगळे काबार केल्ले आहा. So the nature that was there, that entire plateau is finished. आनी थिंगा आतां स्कॅम्स पे स्कॅम्स आहाय ओके इफ आय स्टार्ट स्पिकींग अबाउट दीज स्कॅम्स म्हाका दिसता आमी कितें उलोवपा ते उत्तरले स्कॅम्स उलोवपाक यू कॅन गेट द बेटर पीपल ओवर हियर लायक माय फ्रेंड स्वप्नेश तेणें सारकें इस्कुटावन केल्लें आहा एक दीस हाड तेका आनी ते कडेन उरलो ही वील गिव यू ऑल द स्कॅम्स एंड हू इज इनवॉल्व पूण दॅट जुवारी
area.
so called as Zuari and that entire plateau has been finished and has been finished म्हळ्यार अजून पासून सेव करपाक जाता तो बिकॉज तितून आमचे गोंयकारूय इनवॉल्वड आहाय आनी गोंयकार इनवॉल्व म्हणटा तेन्ना आय कॅन डायरेक्टली से द पॉलिटिशियन्स वॉट इज द स्टेक ऑफ द पॉलिटिशियन्स आमचे आतांचे जे गोंयचे पॉलिटिशियन्स आहात तेंचो स्टेक कितलो आहा तितून आनी मोर दॅन दॅट सी जस्ट गो एंड चेक द बीजेपीचे जे आहा तेंचो स्टेक कितलो आहा Yeah, ruling. So I'm not saying that the other parties na aise munna, but when we are saying something and doing something else, we are liars. आता वी म्हणल्यार हांव हिंगा आतां वी म्हणना दीज पीपल आर लायर्स एक वाटेन चोत्ताय दुसरे वाटेन फोट मारताय दोनूय वस्तून सारके घडलेले आहाय आनीक आमी फकत चोयताय ओके सो तितून भितर आय वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट चिकाली एंड दाबोली वयर सगलो आतां डेव्हलपमेंट येता तेन्ना आय केम टू चिकाली 5 years बॅक एंड आय यूज टू टेल माय पीपल इन दाबोली सी वयर जो डेव्हलपमेंट कॉमेर्स जाला 5 years बॅक वयर कॉमेर्स जालो तो आनीक 5 वर्सांनी तुमकां येतलो सकल ओके कितें येतलें थिंगा जो लोक येयला तेंची घाण घुट्टाना ती तुमकां येतली इट इज कमिंग नाव कम टू दाबोली एंड चॅक आवर वॉटर्स चॅक आवर वेल्स जाले कॉन्टॅमिनेटेड ही कोलाय आहा तितून भितर पयलीं दीस इज लायक अ वॅली दॅट दाबोली एरिया इज लायक अ वॅली वेर यू गेट बऱ्यांतलें बरें उदक थिंगा मेळटालें when that plateau was plateau
springs and all yes I know, yeah.
आता it is finished तितून भितर the Indian oil ती लिकेज जी जाल्ली आहा थोडोसो मातशें उलयलें आतां कोण उलयना तेजेर where are the politicians where is the chief minister where is the MLA of the area मोविन गुदिनो हायले आनी बंद जाले काय ना लोक मरो आता the recent thing that is
that thing sorry to interrupt but that well thing came up because the media took it up otherwise it would have never come up only
no but even media म्हाका दिसता media फकत इल्लोसो कोको मेमे केलो आनी काबार केला has media followed up I don't see any media that has followed up this issue
I agree
फकत इल्लोसो मातसो कोको मेमो केलो आनी मागीर
but I feel that the lot of the media which who are in Vasco and all they don't take up issues only I've seen I'm not we are also we have people there but they don't take up issues so now the reasons we need to
see
look
today sorry to say
yes
okay
no it's
okay mediaच्या भितर येवन media कितें म्हणप म्हणल्यार
why I brought up the topic
yes,
not
but
you
yes I am saying media has been irresponsible lately not only irresponsible media has been compromised and that is म्हाका तो चड राग येता that media can be compromised
it's nothing new no father
it is nothing new but amchi Goan
but
media
you cannot put everybody in that
no I'm not putting everybody not putting everybody
no, but I agree with
sincerely sangta tuka this simple issue of this petrol leak in Daboli show me which media has covered it फकत तितलो गो
no we covered it for almost a month or so but then the follow up is not done
so after the month the real effect that is coming now
we will have to follow it
yes
that much
so recent thing sangta tuka I was not supposed to tell but since you have brought that topic I'm telling you and let everybody know
let it go yeah
आता पावस पडला ओके आता पावसान आमचे ते व्हाड आहाय तितून भितर बरे चिकाले मेळटाय आनी आमचो तो सिंपल लोक ते चिकाले बरे नेट घालून दवरता आनी तांकां हाताय बरेशे चिकाले होरच्यो ह्यो आहाय थिंगा रिसेंटली एक बरोसो दवरलो चिकालो तो होरची म्हणटा ती दवरली वयली घरा कडेन ती बाजून तो ओपन कोत्ता हावपा आता आनी पेट्रोला वास येता
really
होरचेक जस्ट सी
this is something that we have to look
it is to be looked up पूण आता media has a lot to do
no we apologize if it's not been covered I'm guaranteeing you this much on TV that we will take
it has to be taken up
100%
those who are responsible have to be brought to
of course
and I remember one of the officials the government official now घेना तेजे in one of the meetings with Finland that's a governor if you will remember and we were part of it and the government official they were asked Chikali Youth Farmers Club were also part of that and our youth presented what is going on as far as water is concerned. Finland is
Supposed to be, yes.
supposed to be water.
Yes,
Okay.
very yes.
So आमचे water issues हे करता आसतना they presented this petrol leak in Daboli and no follow up. The official was I don't know whether I could call her ignorant or purposely done. The official says no, that thing has been handled and everybody has been settled and it is no more. And our youth stood up and say no, you're telling lies in front of that Finland, and then the topic was closed. The topic is not taken up by anybody, neither by the officials, nor by the media, nor by us also.
Anybody.
Okay, we are talking at the level, we are going down over there and I am seeing what is happening. Okay, but जे efforts जे आमी घालता पुरो जायना. There is lots to be done, and of course without media, म्हाका दिसता without media power this cannot be done.
Difficult, it's very difficult. Yeah, I agree. But my point is now this is an issue which is a very small issue which you had spoken. I mean, it's a small area. But this is happening everywhere. You spoke about carrying capacity, right?
Yeah.
I will bring up now, Asagaon is supposed to be one of the Beverly Hills of India. Everybody wants to buy. I don't know what they see in that place, to be very frank, Fazal. I really don't know what they see in that place. Now, we have roamed around those areas. In fact, we are the ones who started those things about the roads and all that. Now, there are huge villas at the side, and there are roads which are not big enough for one car.
Exactly.
Now, tell me one thing. Now, who has given permissions to build such big villas with such small roads? The panchayat, ZP, government, everything is one. So who is responsible? The panchayat says, we did stories. Panchayat says, I am not responsible. TCP is responsible. TCP says, we have not given permission. Now tell me one thing, who has given permission? People have given permission?
No, but I will answer who is responsible.
Yes.
You and me.
Okay.
You and me are responsible. Media is responsible because it has not been covered sufficiently. Okay, तुम्ही केला, I followed that. तुम्ही आखी
we still covering. Roads are only we are doing.
Yes.
Now because of
thank you.
No, why thank you? We are also interested in this area.
So I म्हणता you are responsible as media. I am responsible as a citizen because we have not done enough to teach these people who are destroying and giving permission. Okay, permission तेमी दिले. फोटी मारताय तेच, लिपोयताय तेच म्हणल्यार आमचं गव्हर्मेंट, मागीर आमचे लोकल बॉडीज ज्यो आहाय, एवरीबडी इज कॉम्प्रोमायज्ड. ओके, सो आतां ते कॉम्प्रोमायज जाले तेन्ना आमी लोकांनी कितें केलां? ओके, आतां हांव म्हाका सिटीजन असो दवरता, तुका मिडिया असो म्हणून दवरता. हू हॅज सोल्ड? मिडिया हॅज नॉट सोल्ड. आय हॅव सोल्ड एज अ पीपल. people have sold properties. ते भायरसान जे कोण येयले ते ऑफकोर्स ते भायरसान येयले तांकां आमी हाडोवपाक जायच, पण ते भायल्याक कोणें ऐकला? हांवें ऐकला. आय एम नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल, सो आय हॅव टू बी मोर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दॅट. सो आयज आमची आयडेंटिटी जी लँडांतल्यान सान येयला, जाल्यार इफ आय एज अ सिटीजन कॅनॉट बी कॉल्ड एज अ गोवन, डू आय हॅव अ रायट? आतां हें हांवें म्हणलां ते हितून, इफ आय एम डुईंग लायक दीस, do I have a right still to say I am a Goan and Viva Goa and Goan Samad and only on the WhatsApp and the Facebook and social media and एक video card and एका गाडयो मार तेका गाडयो मार?
What is the use? What is the use
exactly
of all
so
that?
ते आयज गोंयकार पण असलें जाल्लें आहा, जाल्यार I don't see how can I blame these outsiders who have come.
They have come here to make business, money, whatever, I don't know. But that's one thing also, flip side. Now, the government also should realize one thing, and the people also. Why do people come to Goa? Because of the greenery, the culture, the way it is, all that.
Exactly, the very reason for which the people come to Goa is being lost.
Yes, my point, you put it better than I could have, because who wants to see a concrete structure? You go to Bombay, are better facilities, better buildings, better everything. Why would somebody come to Goa to see concrete?
ना, आमकां संवय जाल्या न्हू, स्पेशली आतांचो गव्हर्मेंट जो आहा तेका संवय जाल्या ऑफ एपिंग.
Who aping whom?
एपिंग whom ते खबर ना म्हाका, बट आजके सी आमच्या फुस्तार ते सगल्याक भोंवताय न्हू आतां.
Correct.
यू हॅव
of course.
आमच्या फुस्तार भोंवताय सगल्याक आनी थिंगा ह्यो वस्तू पळोवन येताय. प्रॉब्लम ना, वी डोंट माइंड दॅट. ओके, यू आर गिवन दॅट पोजिशन एंड यू हॅव दॅट प्रिविलेज, गो. पण थिंगासान तुमी येता आसतना कितें घेवन येताय? आनी थिंगासान घेवन येता तेन्ना डेव्हलपमेंट म्हणटा ते आय डोंट नो हाव दे स्पेल दॅट डेव्हलपमेंट. आनी आयज जो आमकां डेव्हलपमेंट दीस BJP सरकार डेव्हलपमेंट प्लॅंक, they came up on the development plank. We brought them to power because of that development.
We only brought them.
Yes, of course. We have brought them, but that was with a promise. We wanted development. But what type of development has been given? So, enka development mun hobar na kite ati development is equal to greed and satisfying my own greed as a MLA, as a minister. They don't deserve to be there. And ताका लागून हांव जायते फावटी CMाक सांगता रिजायन, यू डोंट डिजर्व टू बी देर. प्रमोद सावंत डज नॉट डिजर्व टू बी माय CM over there. He has to resign. Is he not responsible for all
Yeah,
this?
ultimately he is responsible.
Not only control, you go and check his stakes.
I see.
I know I'm making a very dangerous
Allegation.
statement. I'm not making an allegation. I'm talking a fact which is not known. And I cannot prove that fact. तेंय बीन सांगता तुज्या चॅनलाचेर सांगता, I cannot prove that fact. But if you have a investigative journalism, investigative power तुमकडे आहा, investigate in CM himself and you will find out.
Point is, ultimately, for whatever is happening in the state, who is responsible?
The chief minister.
Exactly. That is my point. More than anything else, whatever whether you have stake, you don't have stake, assume you are completely innocent. You are
Correct,
white.
I agree.
But for the state, you are the most powerful man in the state.
Yes.
All your now, if somebody says TCP minister, somebody says health minister, somebody says tumcho to you're saying this, your transport minister, Movin, petrol. Arey, but who is the boss? As far as constitution is concerned, there is only chief minister.
Of course, of course.
There is only, he is only. So ultimately, whatever happens, it is his responsibility. My point is that. My point is, forget about.
I agree.
You agree or disagree?
Totally agree.
Now see Reshma Ghose. We are talking about Reshma Ghose. That whole, this has gone. And TCP says that, Arey, we have not given permission. Who has given permission? One. Second thing, I know some MLAs and all went and all, Dadagiri, they drove them away. Guards. Which Goan businessman would have can do that?
Exactly.
House was broken in Asagaon in broad daylight.
So आता इथून
No, wait, I'm not done.
directly
Chief Secretary is a field.
Exactly.
If everybody is involved, how do you know? You're talking about, you look at the IAS, IPS officers, all of them. Are you sure they don't have stakes in real estate? They don't have properties. They have not bought everything in Go. Are you sure?
Okay, आता तुका येता तू ऍक्च्युअली म्हाका
I'm asking you because you are saying.
आता तुजेर येता.
Yeah,
because you are press, you can question me anyhow. I can also.
Of course, most
ना
welcome.
पूण कितें म्हणटा हांव, आता हे सगळे जे जाल्ले आहा तितून हे जे आता भायले दादागिरी करता, स्पेशली आता वेन्झी, कॅप्टन वेन्झी तेमी येस कोणाचे हेजेर आनी कित्याक? बिकॉज हे आमचे आहाय ते दे हॅव बिकम स्लेव्स जाल्यार यू कॅनॉट डू एनीथिंग, यू हॅव टू फॉलो द मास्टर. आता हू आर द स्लेव, हू इज द मास्टर, यू डोंट आस्क मी. एवरीबडी नोज हू इज द मास्टर अँड एवरीबडी नोज हू आर द स्लेव्स. आता हे स्लेव्स ते हॅव बीन कॉन्कर्ड. आता एडवर्टिजमेंट येयला आयज तुमी जे मिडियाचेर दाखयला.
We had done a program on that, yeah. Program
What is going on? So we have been already conquered. They have already conquered us. And all respect to the Under Secretary for issuing that letter that आमचे sentiments hurt जाल्या गोंयचे and ताका लागून advertisement withdraw कर. What are you doing by withdrawing the advertisement? Withdraw that Lodha himself. They have already conquered. They have conquered the government. Ani ulla कितें उलोवपाचें? They have conquered. And we are talking about the advertisements that are saying that conquer Goa and we are hurt. गोंयकारांचे sentiments, आता the sentiments hurt म्हणटा ते is a nonsense. Okay, if we are going with only sentiments hurt and the reality remains same, how does it?
It's no point at all. And today sentiments are hurt. Even if this ball breaks, sentiments are hurt. It's a very such a word used.
It is most abused.
Completely
abused. But I would like to focus on this more about this conquer. It should not end with this. That is, the Under Secretary comes with a order that it should be withdrawn, and they withdraw all their withdraw the conquerors.
But father, we are talking about this. Yesterday there were so many 10-15 wrongly this change of zone done. Every day it's happening. So many people are talking, no, we don't do this, we don't do that, but this is happening blatantly. So what is the point? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Opposition also, according to me, is doing shit. Nothing it is doing. Absolutely. And ruling though will do what it has to do. So what is happening? I don't know. Some they come there, some press conferences, some issues they take up, one or two. Dale.
Press conferences don't solve our problems. Don't solve our problems.
Exactly. Faido kite.
So कितें म्हणटा ते press conferences are just advertisements. You are preparing for elections maybe. Okay, but we are not bothered about you are preparing for elections. We are bothered about your Goa. I'm bothered about my Goa.
Absolutely.
And take a logon which party it is not my botheration.
Immaterial.
Okay, and I'm on record by saying that if we don't unite, we will perish. And I'm saying it on your channel, if we Goans don't unite, we will perish. आमी जर तर बाराबर येना जाल्यार आमी मेले मोडी मेलोली.
I agree with you. This has always been my thing on TV as well as outside. I totally agree. We need to ultimately we have to take our interests first. No, bakiche we will see later. Further, I am out of time, and we will talk more often.
Yes.
We'll have more discussions on this, because this is an issue that we need to really do something. Otherwise, it's going to be a big problem. And then after some time, people will say, nobody wants to come to Goa. Everybody will go. Our tourism will go. Our way of life will go. I think people are coming for that. They're not coming to see buildings. They can see better buildings anywhere else in India. Yeah, you go to Gujarat, you go to Bombay, Mumbai, or whatever. You can go and see. Thanks a lot, Father. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn.
This is important. Now, if Goa wants to survive, Goans want to survive, we should stop running after government job. We should start doing business in Goa. We should do what we can do. If somebody from Hyderabad or Telangana or Maharashtra can do, or Delhi can do, why can't Goans do? I think we can. This is something that all of us should take into consideration before we decide to give up our passports and give up our land and run away and go to some other place. Sorry if I'm being a little controversial on this issue, but I think this is something, it's high time we've started thinking very seriously about this. Thanks, and keep watching Goa 365.